This is a video by Richpin. Today we are working on a Saturn S series. This happens to be a 1998 model. And what we're doing today is we are removing the clutch hydraulic system. That's the master cylinder and the slave cylinder as one unit. Now the first thing we're going to do is to remove the air box and the intake to the throttle body, then the battery and the battery box. There are two 13mm bolts right here to secure the battery box, and if we go right over here on the wheel well, you will see one right here. This is also 13mm. Next thing we need to do is to remove this 13mm nut here and this one right here that holds the bracket and the dampener on. Now after you get the bracket off the bell housing here, you can grab this slave cylinder, push it in towards the bell housing, and then turn it clockwise to release it. And there it is. We don't want to lose that pin, so grab a hold of it. Okay. And there it is. Next thing we need to do is to remove this clip up here that secures the pin or rod from the clutch lever. Alright, I'm trying to be delicate with it, so I don't want it to fly. There it is. Now once we get that clip off, we can take the arm and just pull it off just like that. See how everything's free now? Now we have to get the clutch master cylinder out, and what we'll do is we'll grab a hold of it and twist it clockwise 1/8 of a turn and then pull it out. Now if you happen to have ABS brake, you'll have to take the brake system and move that out of the way to get at that master cylinder. Okay, I'm going to rotate it clockwise. And then pull it out. Here it comes. Okay, there is the master cylinder. Alright, here's our unit. It's all out. Right here we have the clutch master cylinder, and we have the pin that goes to the clutch lever. Over here we have our damper And right here, our slave cylinder. Now when you get your new one, this slave cylinder right here will be non-retracted like you see it here. These pieces right here will hold this pin in closer towards the slave cylinder. And when you step on the clutch for the first time, it will break these retainers off. And then of course the pin will engage into the throw-out bearing arm. And there's no bleeding involved. So when you get your new one, just reverse the same procedure. Just put that into the bell housing. Everything will line up. Put your damper on. Put the master cylinder back in like we took it out. Put the clip on. Push on the clutch. Boom. Everything should be just fine. So that's all there is to removing the clutch hydraulic unit from the Saturn S series.